the other area that I think is really interesting is also working in therapy. We can often see how the contact that children had with the birth families, how that has impacted on the children, either in a positive way or in a negative way. And I think it is very important to also look at contact from a perspective where we don't only say contact is important and we've got to promote contact all of the time. Neither should we look at contact and say all contact is traumatic for the children and contact shouldn't happen. So in this training I'm going to look again at, what are the views of different people, what do different people say about contact. And then we're going to go more to the practical aspects about if you have a child who has already been exposed to trauma in the sense of neglect and abuse and being exposed to domestic violence, what has happened in the brain of the child and how does that child with that specific brain respond in contact? Some of the children are responding well and contact can be beneficial, where other children are clearly giving signs of distress, which are unfortunately not read as distressed by the contact workers or the social workers. And because it is not read as distress signals in time, what we have is that the children are exposed to contact too long, which then is causing trauma on top of the already existing trauma. And then the therapy of those children are actually much longer and much more complicated. So my question is, how can we actually introduce a concept of contact where the social workers and the contact workers, contact supervisors will be knowledgeable to read the signs of distress of children and know what to do when they see certain signs, and how they can then take that information to court so that court can accept that. Because I think very often they see these signals of distress and if they go to court they are overridden. But how can we change this? Because I think one of the things that is very important, and I think that is important for the sibling assessment as well as the contact, is that we as professionals want to help the children. What we don't want to actually cause more trauma, but by not understanding what we are seeing, not interpreting it accurately, and not acting, we can inadvertently cause the children more trauma.